Okay, that's whatever. All right, this is take two.
Take 22.
Yeah, jeez. All right, we're having fun with this.
To lead us off with, remember it's two awesome dads adventures.
Oh yeah.
You said two awesome dads.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll be able to see that later.
All right. Hi everybody, and welcome to Two Awesome Dads Adventures. This is my good friend Jeff Cornell.
And this is my good friend Jody McLeod. In today's episode, we want to talk about bike prep. We want to get you to seriously consider how to become extremely familiar with your motorcycle. We want you to become extremely aware of its abilities, its functionality, and to get really familiar with it.
That's right. We often hear about getting familiar with your bike, and we're going to talk a little bit more as we go along in this quick little episode about how it is important to do that so that you're more comfortable riding and you're going to enjoy yourself more.
Right, so when we talk about intimate, we're not talking about intimacy with your partner, but rather we want you to get really familiar with the machine. What is it capable of doing? What is it capable of not doing? What features does it have?
Mm-hmm.
When you're in a bit of a bind in a situation, that's not the time to find out about what your bike can and cannot do. So it's really essential that you take the time to get to your bike. Winter is a great time, especially here in this part of the country. Your motorcycle can be in the garage for 3, 4, 5, 6 months at a time. So that's a great opportunity to get to know your motorcycle.
And one of the ways of doing that is by simply studying the owner's manual. Go from the front to the back. Don't look at it just for one specific thing, which is fine if you're working on something. However, there's a reason why that owner's manual is there. Is for you to study it. You're going to feel, again, more comfortable with your bike and know how it operates.
Now, sometimes you buy a bike new and sometimes used, and the owner's manual isn't available. In that case, take the time to ask as many questions at the dealer, and if it's a private sale from the previous owner, you want to get as much information as you can from them. The next thing is, look at the literature. There's a lot of information that's out there on the internet. There could be a club in your town. You want to join the club, at least check into it and talk to some of the members and ask questions about your motorcycle. And of course, where else can you go? But check out YouTube. There can be some excellent information about your specific bike on YouTube.
Yeah, precisely. And we all know how useful that is. Actually, you're probably on YouTube right now, looking at these two quasi-experts, trying to figure something out. Hopefully this information is going to help you out. Here's something. Learn and practice how to use the functionality and all the capabilities of your bike. Going through the owner's manual, as I mentioned earlier, learn how to turn the ABS off and on. Find out when the ABS resets itself every time you start the bike or not. That's just learn your bike. Feel it, as Jeff says, get intimate with it.
Go somewhere and play. For me, every couple of weeks, I get up early, on a Sunday for example, I'll go out to a parking lot. Could be the mall, maybe it's a church, maybe it's a school. I go to the parking lot, make sure it's clean and safe, and I go out and practice. I want to reinforce certain skills, and I want to make sure I'm extremely familiar and intimate with my machine. I want to know what it can do if I have to bring this bike down quickly from 20, 25, 30 kilometers per hour. I want to come to a quick stop. I want to remind myself, how will this bike react? How will I react? How will I respond? I want to build this into the subconscious. So I don't even have to think about it. I know how I'm going to respond, and I know how my bike is going to respond.
Yeah. This is exceptional advice. Jeff has been a motorcycle instructor for a number of years, decades, in fact. And you have to understand to not take anything for granted. One of the great things about riding a motorcycle is the adventure, the danger of it. So you don't want to take any of that for granted. And when my good buddy Jeff says, go and practice, play with your bike, learn your capabilities, it's smart advice.
And other things you can consider doing that helps reinforce what you're trying to remind yourself with in some of those resources is maybe you do what pilots do. Now, yes, you're not flying an F-14, but still light pilots, maybe it's having a checklist. Maybe on the size of a business card. Maybe something small enough that fits in your tank bag. But even having those key aspects of your bike that maybe you don't use often enough, so you go, well, how do I remember to disengage the ABS when going off-road? Adjusting the traction control if going off-road. So again, when you've taken the time, become really familiar with your bike, maybe these little cheat sheets are something you have in your jacket, your tank bag, somewhere really quick to get at, so that you don't have to go, what was I supposed to do? Because that's not the time to find out when you're off-road. So remember, get to know your bike. Take the time. It's a great investment, a well worth investment of your time to do such a thing. Get the information on the bike, owner's manual, clubs, the dealer, YouTube, research that machine. Practice, practice, practice. What you've learned, get out there and get familiar with your bike. Use other resources like checklists. Put all that together. It's going to make your ride both more enjoyable, a lot more fun, and a lot safer as well. So thanks very much, everyone, for watching this episode of Two Awesome Dads Adventures. Please like and subscribe, and keep your eye out for other episodes. Thanks again, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.